following is a Learfield presentation of the Seminole Sports Network. This is Inside Seminole-Basketball with head coach Leonard Hamilton. Jeff Culhane.
Well, life on the road in the ACC, always very challenging. There's no question about that. But last night on Chestnut Hill at Conte Forum, Leonard Hamilton's Florida State basketball squad showed the grit and tenacity that the Garnet and Gold are all about, en route to a 63-62 win. Getting after it. I think that might have been that junkyard dog mentality you talk about, Coach.
It was another ACC blowout.
That's right. That is absolutely right. Welcome to Inside Seminole Basketball, live from Glory Days Grill here in Tallahassee. How's everybody doing tonight? We're doing all right? Enjoying ourselves? Very good. And let's get a big round of applause for the head man himself, Leonard Hamilton. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach, we got back late last night. We were getting our legs back under us after that gutsy win. Your guys were impressive over 40 minutes.
I think anytime you can get a win in the ACC, especially on the road, you have to be grateful. And we had moments in the game where I thought we played it very, very well, especially from a defensive standpoint. We still have some execution problems. I thought that there were periods in the game that we could have done a lot better in terms of making decisions with the ball. But somehow or another, we found a way to pull it off. And I hope we're going to use this film to point out the pluses and the minuses. Yeah. We're going to try to dissect the challenges that we produce for ourselves, and we're going to try to draw some strength from the good things that we did, because we did have some very good plays. So
there are so many pluses, as you talked about in this game, and your start last night was big-time stuff. You're able to jump out to a 16-2 lead, 19-4, with the way your guys came out with that energy and enthusiasm overall. You had to be just extremely excited with the way your guys came out of the game.
Well, it was kind of a bounce back from the effort that we displayed at Louisville, and I thought that was encouraging. That we have a way of regenerating ourselves, so to speak, and getting ourselves energized and for the next road game. Yeah. I think though, from a coaching standpoint, we have to find a little better rotation with our players. Because what we realized that we went about a 4 or 5 minute stretch where we were executing very well from a defense standpoint. We got an exceptional number of deflections, and I think we had what we call 8 kills. That's 3 straight stops in a row during the game. We forced, I believe, about 14 turnovers. I think we forced
15 last night.
15 turnovers. We had several blocks. So from an energy defensive standpoint, I thought that we displayed some good effort, because we got deflections and steals and got out and got some easy baskets. Now we got to do a better job in the half court of moving the ball, creating for each other, and hopefully we'll learn from the game last night, because we definitely going to need better offensive execution as we prepare for Virginia.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you mentioned, coming off of the game Saturday at Louisville, we talked in the pregame. It cannot be a whole lot of fun. The couple of days after that, not a whole lot of smiles around the group, and the maturity your guys showed in taking into coaching and taking it right out to the floor off the bat was really, really solid all across the board.
Well, there's no doubt that in any sport, especially basketball, your mental and emotional approach is so important, so that you can use your God-given physical talents a lot better. We still learn each other, unfortunately. We still trying to find that magic level where we learn to create for each other. That now you're making the game easier for your teammate. I think we learned a lot. Hopefully we grew up a lot in those 2 road games. And mentally, hopefully we'll come back now and lock in tomorrow and Friday as we go and play against a very, very good Virginia game. We've had a lot of knockers, a lot of head knockers with these guys. They do a great job defensively with their famed pack line defense, and then on the offensive end, that blocker mover system that they have has always been challenging for most teams in the ACC.
Yeah, we're gonna talk a lot about that matchup coming up on Saturday night. It's an 8 p.m. tip inside the Tucker Center, with Florida State and Virginia coming to town, and the Cavaliers have kind of figured themselves out a little bit over the last couple of weeks. They've won 7 games in a row. And to your point, Coach, it's the coming up here on Saturday night, it will be the 57th meeting between Florida State and UVA, 28-28 all time.
Wow.
Between the two programs. And I do have, there's some scoring nuggets I'm sure my guy Chuck Walsh can find for us a little bit later. The amount of total points separating the two in the entire series, very, very slim. So that's you're exactly right.
Well, there's no doubt. And with each game, you try to, like I said earlier, learn from it. Mm-hmm. And right now we've had some moving parts. Now we're fairly healthy going down the stretch here. And hopefully we'll draw strength from being able to utilize the full complement of our bench. But as I was looking at Virginia today, they might be the only team that we have played in a long, long time that actually play more people than we do.
How about that?
Oh my God,
that's saying something.
I think they might have 11 guys averaging double-figure minutes.
Wow. Now that's a stat nugget right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a stat nugget right there with UVA coming to town on Saturday night. How about we get into our truest hero of the game? And there, again, are plenty of options. It felt like a total team win overall. You had everybody contributing. We'll talk about the bench later in the show. But we're going to go with freshman Taylor Bowen last night, Coach. He played 16 minutes, tied a season high with 9 points, and he had a stretch where it felt like he was everywhere on the floor, offensively, defensively, and rebounding the basketball.
I love it, Taylor's energy. He has a way of making something happen anytime he goes in the game. He can block a shot. He has not shot a high percentage from three-point line. But I'm not discouraging him from shooting them because I watch him every day in practice, and he's really, really accurate when it comes to taking his perimeter shot. But I thought he had a great drive where he exploded into the lane and did a nice pull-up. And he one of the best plays of the night is when he drove the baseline and found, I believe it was Josh, on the wing. We need more of that kind of play from everybody.
Taylor last night was perfect from the field, 3 of 3, 2 of 2 from the line, made his three-pointer, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, a block in 16 minutes of action last night.
How many rebounds did he get?
He had 3 last night, and 1 was on the offensive glass to keep a play alive. My favorite play was after he had the miscue on the turnover on the near sideline, and he kind of got on himself and then regrouped and stole the entry pass, took one dribble and dunked it after that play. I looked at that and said, I see what Coach is talking about all the time with this young fella.
No, I love his energy. He's coachable. He's eager to learn. He's a great teammate.
Taylor Bowen, our truest hero of the game. He was fun to watch last night off of the bench to help Florida State in the win over Boston College. Truist, the official retail bank of Florida State Athletics. Care, it's a total bank changer. See how at Truist.com. Just getting started here on Wednesday night, live from Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee and Florida State Athletics. We'd like to thank Glory Days Grill for their support of Florida State Hoops. Glory Days Tallahassee, the home of Inside-Seminole-Basketball. Coming up a little bit later on the program, we've got a special guest tonight. It's a special night for our guest as well. Baba Miller will stop by the program coming up a little bit later on, and we're going to have some fun here tonight on a fun day for the young man out of Mallorca, Spain. Just getting started with the head coach, Leonard Hamilton. The Noles are 7-4 in ACC play. Back after this, as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Glory. Welcome back to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Leonard Culhane.
All right, back in on a Wednesday night. I want to say Monday night half the time, but we were in Boston on Monday night. We're here Wednesday night, here live from Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee, having some fun inside Seminole basketball with the head coach Leonard Hamilton. The Noles showing some maturity, showing some guts and grit last night at Chestnut Hill, winning by the final of 63-62. Now 7-4 in ACC play. Hey, time now for What's on Tap, brought to you by the official craft beer of Florida State Athletics, Oyster City Brewing Company. Check out the tap room on Gain Street. And, of course, for every Florida State celebration, Legacy Lager is the way to go. Pick up some Legacy Lager today. You mentioned UVA. Wow, what a great opportunity, what a great challenge coming in. You start that prep work tomorrow. It's an 8 p.m. Eastern tip Saturday night. Love to have you pack the tuck as the Cavaliers come to town. And the next 2 days, bounce back. And I know looking forward to getting ready to a great defensive team. You mentioned that pack line defense. They lock in pretty well on that in a big way.
Well, they have really, really set a tone. They've set a standard by which their program is judged by. And it's that pack line defense and that blocker mover offense. Right now, we all are fighting, jockeying for position. I think Carolina's lost 2 games, correct?
Yes.
And Duke has lost 3.
Yes.
And it's about 4 of us that have lost 4 games, correct?
Correct. Yes.
And so now we all looking at each game as a way possibly to move up because we're so closely adjusted to each other. So I just feel that each game takes on much more added importance because the team now that's in 5th place or 4th place could very well be the team that wins the championship.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Carolina will go undefeated the rest of the way. Yep. Neither do I think Duke or any of us for that matter. But somebody's going to get hot now. Somebody's going to find a way to wiggle through this obstacles course that we all are going through. And I think you're going to find that we just want to feel that we just as capable as anyone else, but we got to become more consistent. Yeah. And so this game is very, very important for us, but it's also very important for Virginia.
Yep. Saturday night, 8 p.m. inside the Tucker Center. Big one with Florida State and Virginia. I think I'm right here. I'm going to have Chuck Walsh look at this. I'm going to have my guy, Chuck, check this out. If my math on live TV and radio is correct, which is a scary thing to do right now, 1 point all-time separating Florida State and UVA in the all-time scoring total.
Wow.
I'll have my guy Chuck double-check me on that. He's giving me the thumbs up, but that's the math right there. So slobber knockers, indeed, Coach. You said it, between Florida State and UVA. During our break, one of our trivia questions was about Jamir Watkins, and, man, it's been fun to watch him as he continues to grow and mature. He grabbed his 100th career steal in the contest last night, and he's even come along and understood, tried to figure out the understanding of your system defensively and grown quite a bit game in and game out.
Well, I don't know if we've had any player in my tenure here at Florida State that has led us in scoring, rebounds, steals, and assists. I think that's got a guy making some pretty good adjustments.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah. He is doing pretty darn well. Last night led you with 10 points, 6 rebounds in that contest for Jamir. Also was able to block 3 shots, 3 more steals in that contest last night. And, man, he and Darren Green Jr., they're in a race for the steals lead. DG is right there. They're both tied for the steals lead right now here this season.
Well, DG has been a soldier for us. He's given us tremendous effort. I would like to cut some of his minutes, so I think that he could be much more effective so that he won't be fatigued. And I think I'm stretching him just a little too much. In our system, for the most part, it's somewhat challenging when you get around that 5-minute mark, 4.5, 5-minute mark. And in the past, we've had guys that felt that about 24 minutes a game is about what all they could handle playing, picking up 94 feet, moving the ball, making an extra pass, creating for each other, and switching 1 through 5, fronting the post, you know, the type of things we like to do. And I think I find myself stretching him a little too much, and I think once you get to that fatigue point, it's hard to recover. And watching the films last night, we had a lot of energy denying the ball, get deflections, mirroring, shrinking the gaps, contesting shots. But it got to a point where around that 4.5 minute, I could see us not being quite as quick, not quite as energetic, not quite fighting the screens and running the floor, a little slower, getting to our checkpoints. And from a coaching standpoint, you know, I need to probably be a little quicker on giving guys rest so we can maintain that element. I mean, that element of intensity, that level of competitive spirit for hopefully for the whole 40 minutes.
Yep, and with Darren, man, he is a big shot maker. Hit a huge three last night late in the game as things were starting to tighten up and get close on the scoreboard. And I know he is working, and he works so hard on the offensive end too, because the film is out, obviously, on Darren. People are not giving him a shred of daylight along three-point line.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Darren Green battling Jamir Watkins as well for that total steals lead. Also last night, as Coach talked about a little bit earlier on, the Noles forcing 15 turnovers. Florida State, of course, leads the ACC in turnovers forced per game, leads the ACC in steals per game as well. It was another night of double-digit steals for the Garden Gold. 13 steals forced against the Boston College team that only turns it over 10 total times on average per game, which is really, really solid against a veteran BC team. That means that this group has over 200 steals, Coach, on the season as a total. That's been a benchmark for every one of your teams in your 22 years here at Florida State.
The fact that 70% of all games in the ACC are decided by 4 points or less. Every steal, every deflection, every block shot is important. Every foul you draw and hopefully get to the foul line, every make free throw, all those little things are important. How you cut, how you block, how you talk, how you fight screens. All those things are important, each one, because the games are so close. Yeah. One turnover, one steal, one deflection can make the difference in the game.
Yeah, margin of between the two, slim, very slim. I'm losing all the hair up here, Coach. It's tight. It's tight out there.
Well, I used to have an afro.
You look good in both, the afro and the look you got right now. You're rocking it, that's for sure. Well, we're having fun here on Wednesday night. The Noles beating up BC 63-62, as Coach called it, an ACC blowout. Good old-fashioned ACC blowout last night in Chestnut Hill. Getting ready for Virginia in town Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern tip. Hey, as a veteran-owned business, Carver's Discount Cleaners provides high-quality dry cleaning services at affordable prices. Visit one of the 3 Tallahassee locations for convenient same-day services. Don't get taken to the cleaners. Choose Carver's. They're our proud partner and the cleaning partner here on Inside-Seminole-Basketball. We'll take a timeout. More to come. The bench also tops in the ACC with their production. We'll talk to Coach about that when we return, as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
This year's membership drive, we're calling 20 for 20. It's 20,000 members supporting 20 teams. By joining Seminole Boosters, you are allowing Florida State Athletics to strive for excellence in all areas of the athletic department. Thank you for helping us get to 20,000 Seminole Booster members. To become one of the 20,000 Seminole Booster members, please go to SeminoleBoosters.com and join today.
Buy or lease any 2023 Infiniti and you get Infiniti of Tallahassee's Premium Care Program, covering all of these services for up to 3 years. Within 150 miles, we'll pick up and return your car for worry-free service. Real luxury. InfinityofTallahassee.com.
COPD is harder on the folks around you, I think. It affects my wife terribly. And she smoked, and she quit. And if you ask her why she quit, she'll say because she needs to be here to take care of me. So, sorry.
Tobacco-Free Florida offers free nicotine replacement therapy to help start your quit journey. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN now.
Do we buy or rent?
The real estate market is ever-changing, even in Tallahassee. So call a realtor from the Tallahassee Board of Realtors today, or visit us online at tbrnet.org. Tallahassee Board of Realtors.
dialed in to Inside Seminole Basketball. Jeff Culhane.
Hi, rolling along with the head coach Leonard Hamilton. Wednesday night, Glory Days Grill here in Tallahassee. Come on out. We're here every Wednesday through the rest of the basketball season for Florida State Hoops. 7 to 8 p.m. Love to see you out here as we've got all sorts of great items. Hoops talk, of course, great menu items, and trivia to give away. And we're going to ask him some trivia live on the show coming up next segment here on the program. So we'll get ready for that for our folks that are here in the crowd. Coach, we talk about your defense, obviously, turnovers forced, steals per game, and your bench production is tops in the ACC, one of the best in the league with the guys you're playing, the rotations as you've discussed. But those guys last night gave you a huge lift overall like they have throughout the entire season.
Well, that's been kind of a staple of our program over the years that we win games by committee. It's very challenging for us to play the system that we've become accustomed to utilizing when with only playing 6 or 7 guys. The strength of our team has been the strength of our bench.
Yeah.
And I think we had, was it 30 points off our bench last night in a 60% game. I mean, a 60-point game. Yeah. That's half the points. And so that's most people try to load up with their starters. We try to have a team that's kind of equal in ability. Quite naturally, you're going to have some guys that may be a little more productive than others. We've had years, like 5 or 6 years in a row where we've had 9 different guys lead our team in scoring. And that's been our strength, playing with a deep bench, playing with a large rotation so we can sustain our effort for longer periods of time.
I've got a couple of guys I want to roll through and get your thoughts on last night with their production. We talked about Taylor, how tremendous he was. Coach Cam Corrin, his efficiency offensively right now, last night was 4 of 7, 8 points, 4 rebounds, scoring the basketball. Coming into the game, he was at 85% from the field in his last 5 contests overall. I mean, that's about as good as it gets with his touch around the rim. He's been fun to watch.
Well, there's no doubt that he's an integral part of our system, and he's doing very, very well. He had the little setback with the fractured toe this year. He's overcome that. Gainey is making major contributions, even though he's probably about 75% on his knee. He can't do anything to further injure it anymore. But Deontay Green has given us good stable play. He's probably playing a little bit out of position. He's probably more of a small forward than he is a post, but he rotates the ball very well. He has the ability to attack off the dribble, and he's starting to post up a little early and transition that frees someone else up, for a high percentage shot. So right now we're getting a lot of getting better productivity from more people.
And I know you've been looking for Josh Nickelberry to take that next step and give you a little bit more and emerge on the offensive end. Felt like this last weekend he did take some steps for you, shooting the basketball and finding his role on the offensive end with you.
Well, he's been a little bit more aggressive, and he's scored close to 900 points. In his college career. So we need him just to be the version of who he is. We have confidence in him, and I just think that he's going to have a few breakout games here, and he's going to add to our depth.
Virginia coming in on Saturday night, 8 p.m. Coach, you talked about their defense, and obviously very, very good. You mentioned the pack line. For the layperson, describe that to people, that pack line defense you're going to see. What is it? What does Virginia do so well within it with their execution to make it tough on teams?
Well, they very seldom come outside the three-point lane.
Yep.
They'll step out a little bit farther. Maybe a step or so past the three-point line, but they try to pack it in and make you beat them over the top. And so if you don't move the ball, if you don't reverse the ball, if you're not in sync together, it could be a frustrating night for you. We've hopefully we've been fairly successful. We've been very successful against each other.
Yes.
Since there's only 1 point that divides us in how many games?
56, if I'm doing the math right.
My goodness.
I'm definitely gonna have to double check that one. I don't want to lead you astray there, but that's my live math. But very close across the board. Absolutely right. But they make you connect, right? Offensively, if you're gonna be able to do it.
No doubt. They make you beat them.
Yes.
They don't beat themselves. They pack it in and try not to give you very many baskets in the lane. And so they challenge you to beat them from the perimeter. And right now, we're not shooting the ball that well from the perimeter. So it's going to be a challenge for us. We got to find other ways in order to score.
Yep. Looking forward to the matchup on Saturday evening with UVA coming to town. Coming up next on Inside Seminole Basketball, we will have a question or two from the crowd. We'll see how Coach is feeling. If he's feeling he's fired up for a couple of questions. Also, we'll do some live trivia for tickets to the Virginia game here on the show tonight as well. Hey, VyStar Credit Union is here for Noles fans, ready to help you reach your financial goals and life goals by offering you a better way to bank. And also they give back, making the communities we serve stronger. Do good, bank better. VyStar Credit Union, proud partner of Florida State Athletics. Visit VyStarCU.org. Go Noles. When we return on the program, it is questions, trivia from the crowd. Stay with us. We're having some fun. Live from Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Welcome back to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Leonard, Jeff Culhane.
All right, we are back at Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. I'm not sure if it's Coach Hamilton's favorite segment, but this one might be my favorite segment right here. We go to the crowd, and we bring questions from the crowd for the head man, Leonard Hamilton, and trivia live during the show tonight as well. Giving away 4 tickets to the Virginia game. Love to see you pack the tuck and make it a rowdy environment once again on Saturday night. Let's go to my guy, Tucker Pierce. Tuck, it is great to see you, sir.
Great to see you too, Jeff.
Let's get our question for Coach Ham. Coach Ham's ready.
Yeah,
he's rubbing his hands together back here.
The
He's
favorite
ready.
segment, man. The favorite segment. Coach, I got Mr. Jim Platt over here. Jim, you got a question for Coach, right?
First of all, Coach, I just want to commend you again, the passion and the leadership and the class with which you continue to represent Florida State University. It's a pleasure to watch and experience. With
thank you, sir.
With the big birthday boy here, Bubba, I'm just curious what you've seen in his first year of college basketball, the second half of last year and the first half of this season. What have you seen in his development?
Well, when you talk about Bob, you have to realize how he started this. He was 6'2" when he was 13 or 14 years old, and he grew to be 6'12". He don't like to be called a 7-footer, so he's 6'12". Anyway, but he maintained the same skills set that he had when he was a lot smaller, playing the one and 2 point guards. And so it's unusual for a guy his height to be that agile, that skill with his dribbling and potential passing. And what I think is very impressive when you see a 6'12" guy break down in a defensive stance guarding a 5'11" guy, okay? And so that shows that he's got the quickness and the speed. We switch 1 through 5, so he's strong. Now he's developing a good post defense. He's switching and showing his ability to guard all 5 positions. And I think he's becoming more comfortable with who he really is. We got him driving to the basket a lot more. We need to post him up a little bit more so we can take advantage of his touch around the basket. He's getting better and better shooting his perimeter skills. I just think that the good scary thing is that I think he has another notch or two that he can get to. I think he's only scratching the surface of his potential. So I think his future is going to be very bright in basketball.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jim.
All right. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. Tucker, thank you. At trivia time here as well on that note with the birthday boy who will join us in our very next segment. And we do have our guest coming up. All right, we're ready to go. I think we're ready to rock. Who is with us tonight, Tuck?
We got our trivia contestant, Mr. Ron. He thinks he has the knowledge.
Ron's got knowledge. I like it.
I think so.
Ron, you ready?
Yes,
sir. Ready to go. All right. This one for about our guy, Baba Miller over here. The birthday boy tonight. He currently leads the Noles. In which statistical category? Is it field goal percentage, points, or blocked shots?
I believe that's blocked shots.
Ron does have knowledge. That's right.
He does. It was no meditation there, Mr. Ron.
Congratulations, Ron. The knowledge is palpable right there. You're going to the game Saturday night, my friend. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Big round of
Jeff.
applause. Thank you, Ron. Go Noles. Very good. Ron knocking that one out of the park and taking care of business right there. Coach, to your point on Baba, scratching the surface, continuing to grow game by game. But, man, with the block shots, he comes out of nowhere and erases some plays, I think, that opposing teams feel like they've got easy baskets at the rim and comes from the backside and makes some big-time moments.
Well, he's developed into a guy that checks all the boxes. Yeah. And, some guys are scorers, some guys are rebounders, but he's developing the skills, to impact the game even when he's not scoring. And that's unusual in America because most guys concentrate on either scoring because that's how they get their name in the paper.
Yeah.
but he's showing the skills of being able to impact the game, if it's nothing else but pushing the ball down the court, if it's using his length, to contest a shot or take away vision. And if you notice, he has that unique ability that when we post him up, he gets all the way across the lane, finishing with his left hand or his right hand. And we got to work on his free throws a little bit. but he's developing into what we call a complete player. Yeah. He's not maybe your leading scorer, but he gives you points. Yeah. Block shots, rebounds, running the court, cutting hard, creating opportunities for other people. That's unique for a guy who's only 6'12".
6'12", only 6'12". That is right. By the way, Baba Miller, 26 block shots on the season, tops for the Garden Gold here this year. Hey, Florida Farm Bureau members get free tickets to select FSU men's basketball games. Just visit myffbf.org to sign into your account. Then follow the prompts for attractions and sports and sporting events to get your 2 free tickets. Tickets offered on a first-come, first-served basis and are subject to availability. Not a Farm Bureau member? Visit myffbf.org and register to become a member today. Florida Farm Bureau Insurance, proud to support FSU Athletics. Coming up, Baba Miller will stop by our main table. We can't wait to talk to the birthday boy on Wednesday night. We're back after this, watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
You're dialed in to Inside Seminole. Jeff Culhane.
All right, we're back Wednesday night and having fun. Excited to be here at Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. The Noles 7-4 in ACC play, coming off their 4th ACC road win of the season, beating Boston College last night 63-62. Hey, here's your chance to win tickets to the final home basketball game of the season, Florida State versus Miami on March 9th. Go to alumnihall.com or follow them on social media, and one lucky winner will receive 2 tickets to the game, an autographed Coach Hamilton basketball, and a $100 Alumni Hall gift card. They just moved locations, by the way, so find Alumni Hall now on Timberlane Road near REI here in Tallahassee, or go online, alumnihall.com to enter. Can we get a big round of applause tonight for the birthday boy, Baba Miller, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you joining us here tonight on your birthday. Man, what a performance by you and your teammates last night. That win on the road. How did that one feel? Great bounce-back performance by you guys to go out and do what you did in a one-point win.
Yeah, I think it wasn't the prettiest game. I think it wasn't the best basketball we played, but the important thing is we got the win. Kept fighting till the end and came out with a W.
Yeah. How much fun when you guys are playing Florida State basketball, and the league is tough, right? It's a battle night in and night out in the ACC, but you have shown you can play with anybody, you can beat anybody in the league. How would you describe that fun factor that you're having and the guys are having when it's working the way you want it to right now?
I think at the end of the day, when we just follow our principles, play hard, and play for each other, that's when we play the best. So if we can just continue to do this, probably going to go a long way.
Yeah. It's been exciting to watch you grow as a player, and I'm sure you feel like you're learning new things every day. As Coach talked about, scratching the surface with what your capability is as a basketball player. Kind of take me into that mindset, that mentality as a hooper right now, and your focus overall on continuing to dig in, to learn, and to find out more things about what you can do as a player with your skill set overall, Baba.
Yeah, I mean, I think I came here with a certain level of skill sets, and I've learned so much from being here at Florida State with the system, with the coaches I have, with teammates, just learning how to play tougher, play through contact, just be more physical, be active all the time on the court. And I think I know I have a new level to get to, and the coaches know that too. So now they're just trying to push me to try to help me get there.
I feel like you are the definition of the guy that can guard every position, 1 through 5. Coach talks about the Seminole way, that junkyard dog mentality, and playing the defense here at Florida State the way you do. What's that pride level like for you? He was kind of joking about it, but we see you at times at 6'11", lined up on a guard who's 5'11", right? And it's an interesting look overall. What is that pride factor like for you as you know you can go out no matter where you're at and guard anybody on the floor?
Yeah, I think it's great that the coaches trust me to be able to guard anyone on the court, just being able to switch from the point guard to the center to a forward, like just being able to show the versatility I have, same as my teammates. It's just a great attribute to have.
You had a great experience last summer, and you played in the FIBA U19 World Championships in Hungary, and you guys won the Gold Cup, if you will. You won the World Championship. You started every game. You were influential in every game. You got invited back to Spain as well in August to practice with the full national team preparing for the FIBA World Cup. What was that? That had to be pretty sweet, huh? What was that experience like?
No, yeah, that was incredible. Being able to be surrounded of professional basketball players from the same country I am, just being able to learn a lot of stuff, just seeing the level of IQ they have, the intensity they practice with, and how they think the game was just incredible.
Yeah. Biggest adjustment, if there was one, playing in Europe compared to playing college basketball in America? How's the style of play similar? How's it unique for you?
I would say the main difference for me is probably driving the ball. Okay. I think here it's a lot more physical. There's always hands on you. You're always getting body checked. In Europe, like, people stay more with their man, just trying not to let shooters get off. But I would say that's the biggest difference, just physicality and driving the ball.
I like watching that style of play better. I don't want to see 80 free throws.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Game. That's right. Got one more segment. Stay with us here. Hang on with us. Yep,
yes,
one
sir,
more.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're having some fun. Just getting started with the birthday boy on Wednesday night. Baba Miller, ladies and gentlemen, as he is a key piece to the puzzle for Florida State basketball this season. There is no doubt about that. We'll take a timeout. More to come with Baba on the other side as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening to the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
You're dialed in to Inside Seminole Basketball with head coach Jeff Culhane.
All right, excited to have Baba Miller here with us on a Wednesday night live at Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. Noles win Tuesday night, 63-62. Now getting ready for Virginia Saturday. It's an 8 p.m. Eastern tip. And Florida State men's basketball partnering with Champions for Literacy and ViStar Credit Union promote youth literacy. Coach Hamilton and staff will be wearing green for literacy during their game versus Boston College on February 20th. You can join them by coming to Glory Days Grill on February the 19th for a share at night where 15% of your bill will be donated to support strong readers in Tallahassee. All donations will go to the Early Learning Coalition of the Big Bend to invest in quality educational materials. So come on out February 19th to become a champion for literacy. All right, we see it on the screen here. It is your birthday today, Baba Miller. So can I get everybody to join me in singing Baba happy birthday on the show? Ready? A 1, a 2, a 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baba. Happy birthday to you. All right.
Thank you.
Let's go. You got to do it. You got to blow out the candle. Come on. There we go. Yes. There it is. Baba Miller blowing out his birthday cake candle here live on the show. 20 years young. That's for sure. Feel free to eat that if you would like while we're here on the program. As Baba takes a bite, he leads the team in block shots right now at 26. First bite pretty good? Solid? Yeah, that's really good. What would you be doing back in your homeland, your hometown, Mallorca, Spain? What have birthdays in Mallorca been like in years past?
I mean, I would probably just spend time with my family.
Yeah?
Probably wake up, just open up some presents and blow some candles.
Yep. Mallorca, beautiful place, isn't it?
Yeah,
Tell us about where you grew up, where you lived.
No, it's a great island, especially just to go out there, disconnect. Like, for example, for me right now, like Tallahassee is basketball, Madrid basketball, and I go to Mallorca as family, friends, and just relax and have fun in the beach. Go see like any different like cultural spaces in Mallorca is cool.
Yeah, that's pretty special. Tell us about your family a little bit. I know a few weeks back you had some friends and family visit you here in Tallahassee. Tell us about those folks.
Yeah, they came to see the game right before Christmas, and then we went to Orlando, went to Epcot and Animal Kingdom just to celebrate Christmas. Yeah. So yeah, it was cool. I had like 9 family members come see me, so that was great.
Yep. Were there other sports besides basketball you loved growing up? Was it you call it football? Was it soccer?
Yeah.
Did you play a lot of soccer growing up or not really?
Yeah, I actually played, so I was like maybe like 10, but then I had to choose basketball over soccer just because of schedules.
Sure.
But I've still kept playing in like recess and stuff till like the year before I came here. So.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And so Coach mentioned this earlier. When you were 13, 14 years old, you were 6 feet 2 inches tall. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
And then you're now 6'11", right? I mean, talk about a growth spurt. I mean, that's where you, I would imagine, developed those guard-like skills as a younger player, right?
Yeah. I think ever since I was a kid, since I was a little bit behind physically, I had to like play the game more like technically and tactically than just bully my way into the paint and finish over people. So just being able to have those skills since a young age and translate them to today is just great.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about Florida State and favorite part about being in Tallahassee right now?
And like basketball or just the school?
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
I would say the football atmosphere,
okay.
Like tailgate and all that. That's really
You like
cool.
football game days?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. I love all the tailgate, just seeing all the families, people supporting Florida State. That's just cool to see.
Yeah, that's fantastic. The pageantry of it all.
Yeah.
That's very special, to say the least. You're getting ready now for a big game, I know, coming up on Saturday night. What are the next couple of days like, focus-wise, preparing for as you talked about, physical basketball team with Virginia coming to town? What do you hone in on now the next 48 hours or so? What do you think?
I think the whole team's going to be very locked in because we know the level of intensity Virginia wants to come in and play us. We know they want to keep a low score on the whole game. If the score can be 15 or 50 in the half, that's going to be great for them. But I think the key for us is just going to have to be move the ball, open the gaps, and be able to create for each other, make each other better. So,
couple of things. Happy birthday! Make sure you take that cake home and knock it out. That's for sure. We're loving watching you play and playing the brand of basketball that you are. It's really exciting to watch. And I think everybody here is going to put Mallorca on their getaway destination vacation list, right, guys? And Baba's going to be our tour guide, probably down the road. We'll come and see you in Mallorca. Happy birthday, thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate that.
Yes,
Baba
sir.
Miller, ladies and gentlemen, on his birthday, spending time with us, 20 years young, and joining us on the show. Hey, did you know that reading one text while driving takes your eyes off the road for about 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of a basketball court with your eyes closed. Put down your phone and set aside all distractions. Don't drive distracted. Arrive alive. Brought to you by the Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles. When we come back, Coach Hamilton rejoins us. We'll talk about the keys to success against UVA. That's on the way as you're watching on ABC 27 and listening on the Seminole Sports Network from Learfield.
Welcome back to Inside Seminole Basketball with head Jeff Culhane.
We're back one final time here from Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. Inside Seminole Basketball and the head coach Leonard Hamilton back with us for the final few minutes of the show. How about Baba's execution on blowing out the candle? Was that Seminole way right there?
Excellent.
Excellent. I like it. I like it. Before we talk about our final thoughts in the matchup Saturday, want to get your thoughts. We mentioned it briefly in the postgame last night, Coach, but pretty special. Two Noles are off to the NBA All-Star game in Indianapolis as Scotty Barnes and NBA All-Star East Reserve and Malik Beasley will be participating in the three-point contest as well on All-Star Weekend Saturday night. Pretty special stuff right there for those two.
You know, Malik would be in the three-point shooting contest, correct?
Correct, yes.
Well, you know, he couldn't shoot at all when he came here. I'm only kidding. Yeah, I'm only kidding. You know, I like to take some credit, but I can't take credit for that. He's an excellent shooter. I'm anxious to see him in the All-Star game. I know he's going to represent his team well, and they represent those Seminoles. So he is really, really a tremendous perimeter shooter. And we're going to wish him well. And Scotty is just taking the NBA by storm. He's doing a very good job, along with some of the other guys we have in the league, Devin and Jonathan, and Patrick. Those guys are doing well. You're always happy to see Seminoles who leave your program and they're just taking their game to a whole nother level. Congratulations to those guys, and we're going to wish them well. We will be glued to the TV.
Yes, that's right. We got our final thoughts here, Coach. Our keys to success brought to you by Scott & Wallace, the official law firm of Florida State Athletics. Scott & Wallace with offices in Tallahassee. Keys getting ready the next couple of days for UVA.
Well, there's no doubt that we're going to have to be a really good offensive execution team, and we're going to have to really be locked in defensively because they're so precise in how they execute their offense. But we got to see whether or not we can break this log jam. If something has to give. If we tie it up and we on a 1 point difference, then hopefully we can get the edge because we're at home.
If we go to overtime, I'm going to stare across the floor at you on Saturday night.
All right, buddy.
Thanks so much for the time, Coach.
Thank you, and thank all the people for coming.
There you go. The head coach, Leonard Hamilton. My name is Jeff Culhane. Big thanks to Bob and Miller. Thanks to everybody coming out at Glory Days Grill in Tallahassee. We'll see you Saturday night at the Tug. Good night. Go Noles. Thanks for watching and listening.